We're so healthy with our snacks.
Super healthy.
Good morning. Welcome to a very exciting day on the Street Speed 717 YouTube channel. Even though I was not expecting to make this video for at least a couple of weeks, in order for me to explain what's going on, I have to explain the build with the Z06. Now, of course, we talked about building up the Z06. I eventually want 700 wheel horsepower, and it would appear as though 700 wheel horsepower is going to be happening very, very soon. So basically, Andy and I are working with Jeremy Formato, who happens to have the fastest bolt-on C8 Z06 ever, which is running in the 9s, which is absolutely insane. Essentially, everything that he did to his car is exactly what I'm going to be doing to my car that's out in the garage, right through that hallway. So as you guys know, of course, I already have American Racing long tube headers and a Haltech cold air intake, but what we're going to be doing is basically the supercharger, the pulley, throttle body, everything that's on top of the engine is coming off. It's getting shipped out to Jeremy, so it's kind of like an exchange program, and they're going to be shipping me a new unit with everything already built in. So a ported blower, ported throttle body, and a smaller pulley, a 2.31 pulley, and everything like that. And the point of the exchange program is that it makes it a lot easier just to send out my stock unit. They send in a new one with everything already done. Basically, it cuts down your labor time by a lot. After we do all of that, I'm going to be also getting bigger injectors, and of course, you guessed it, the point of getting bigger injectors is so I can run E85. Just like our good friend Nick with the red Camaro ZL1, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing as him, where my car is capable of running at most a 60% E85 mixture, but basically going to keep it around 50-50. Then once all that mechanical stuff is finally finished, I'm going to be meeting up with Jeremy. Actually, Nick and I, you may have remembered this from the Duramax update part 4, where we talked about having a dyno day together. He's going to be up here October 6th to the 12th.
I know, that's when we get a dyno.
Oh, so you are too?
Let's see if it's making.
Oh, then we're both getting dyno at the same time. Yeah. That'll be fun. Oh, it's a dyno date. Jeremy's actually going to be coming up here. We're all meeting up at a shop, and I'm getting my car dyno tuned by him. And Nick is too, actually. He's going to be doing a retune, and then we're both going to see what our cars are actually making. And with all that being done to my car, I'm quite certain that I'm going to have at least 700 wheel horsepower. In fact, I should have a little bit more than that. I think that I'm going to have at least 710, 720, somewhere in that neighborhood. But nonetheless, 700 horsepower minimum, and of course, that was the goal from the very beginning. It's like the sweet nectar of the gods. But anyway, like I said to open up this video, originally this was going to be about 2 weeks from now, but Andy called me today and said, hey, can you drop off the car in a couple of days, actually, because I want to get these parts shipped out, want to get the new ones in and get started as quickly as possible. Well, for a bunch of reasons, I can't take the car in a few days. I'm actually going to be out of town for a while. Then Andy's going to be out of town. He's going to be down in DC. So with the scheduling, I was like, the only day I can drop it off is today. So why the fuck not? Let's just drop off the car today, and that's why this is the most impromptu video ever, where I'm standing in front of the camera inside of my kitchen. You know, I was hoping to have like a really nice setting where I would have the car in the background and I'd be talking about all this great stuff we're gonna do to it, but instead you got to look at this the whole time. So I do apologize. And of course, as always, we are waiting on our good friend Troy Sowers to come pick me up, and he should be here within a couple of minutes. So let's hit the road. He was just sitting here so nicely the entire time. You are such a good boy, buddy, and I love you so much. Got tired of waiting for Troy, decided I would go to McDonald's. I know, McDonald's, right? But it's a cheat day. And we got the roof off. This is what I love about the fall. Honestly, you'd be surprised. In the summer, you can't really use the no roof thing because it just gets way too hot. Like literally you bake to death in here. But in the fall, 70 degrees, 75 degrees, nice and sunny weather. Perfect weather to take off your roof. If your roof is able to come off, you know, if you're cool enough for that kind of thing.
Darling, send me. I know. Send me.
That Viper was awesome. You definitely don't see cars like that around here very often, so like seeing a Viper, that's a big deal in Pennsylvania. Actually, a funny story, the last time that I had this camera angle with the camera like this and the roof off, I saw another cool car, and that video was like 8 months ago, so I must have good luck when I take the roof off and I put the camera on here, but that was awesome. Also, the reason why I went a different way, kind of took the long way home, was I was trying to chase down that Viper. I was hoping maybe he'd stop at the Sheetz gas station or something to get gas, or maybe he was going up 22, but couldn't find him. It just makes more sense for me to drive there, and then Troy can pick me up straight from Andy's shop. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. A lot of people ask about putting the roof on yourself, and it's really not heavy. Like, I'd say the roof probably weighs, I don't know, I'm sure you can look this stuff up, but I think it probably weighs maybe 15, 20 pounds at the most. But it's really just awkward. You can only hold it this far. My arms aren't that long, so I can only hold like the middle of the roof, and you have to maneuver it around the hatch. You can't just slide it up, obviously, because this is all the way up in the air. Once the roof is put into place, you push down on it, you fold these back in, and you flip your visors up, and then you just have this big latch in the rear. But that's it then. It's a really simple process. Probably just go right ahead and skip straight to the shop, since you guys have all seen the trip before. I know I said that I was gonna cut right to the shop, but well, I got two things to say. Number one, Troy just called me, and something fell out of the back of someone's SUV, like they had the tailgate open or the rear hatch open to carry something, and hit his car, his Infinity. So that's great, that's nice. He got the license plate number, but of course they kept driving. And the other thing I just wanted to rant about really quickly is this. This is the big thing in Pennsylvania, because all of our highways are 2 lanes. So you get people in the left lane all the time who don't use it for passing, who just sit here going the speed limit, sometimes less than the speed limit. You got a truck up here who has no business whatsoever being in the left lane. It's such a hassle, and this is why it takes so long to get anywhere in Pennsylvania, because you have this bullshit. It's so fucking frustrating. Now we'll cut to the shop, unless something else interesting comes up between now and then, which it might, because I got about another half an hour of driving, or if trucks continue to be in the left lane, I got about another hour of driving. This is Mexico, by the way, right here. This is where it's at. You do have to drive through Mexico in order to get to Andy's shop. This car will cruise at 107th gear at like 2,000 RPMs. It's so ridiculous, I love it. All right, here we go. A fun day at Andy's shop. Got a brand new Silverado here. I don't know whose that is, but very nice. And a ZL1 that a guy who watches Nick on YouTube brought in and wants the exact same stuff done that Nick has, but even more. So this thing's gonna be like above 700, and I love the color. What's up, guys? Brother, that's good, dude. The ZL1. Hey, Troy. Thank you very much, buddy. This guy's like really a guy after Nick's own heart. He has like the bodybuilding thing. Not that Nick lifts weights, but his icon is Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is what Nick should get, the black wheels. I feel like this is Velocity yellow. No, actually, I feel like they have a different yellow for the Camaros. Well, we can clearly see that the blower is off. So we're doing the same thing with mine, right? Like you're shipping this to Jeremy. Yep. Same thing's gonna happen to mine.
Yep. But to Jeremy, he's shipping us new stuff back. Like, there's no leak. There's literally gonna be no leak.
The thermal reduction plate.
Yep, right along there. That's
this is crazy to see this.
This is what yours will look like.
This is ridiculous, man. You guys, first time I came here, I don't know what you had in the shop. I come back a month later, you got a pretty much new ZL1, a Viper. So we were just talking about the size of the turbo on this Viper, and I don't know if this is doing it justice, but here's the size of my head. And it's what, Troy? 110?
106.
Oh, 106. Jesus. That is enormous. And it's dumped right here. How much power does this thing make, Troy?
Almost 1,000, I think like 940.
940 wheel horsepower.
It's flex fuel. Pure flex, full flex fuel.
So it can run full E85. Hey! Hey, buddy. So this is the destroyed Viper transmission in question.
This is what it's supposed.
Pieces of metal.
That's what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks
wait,
like.
look at the chunk. Go, keep going.
It's gone, man.
Did you not? I used
Way
to,
faster than a ratchet.
We
You
used
can
to
get away
use
with
these
it.
Well, you
all
can
the
spin
time in
them.
the Marine Corps.
These
All
those.
the time.
You can spin them one-handed.
You got
We gotta go. We're late to pick up Nick for another video, but we're super late, Andy, but I love you. Take care of it. No! Andy, do not put your dick on my car.
Try not to.
Let me know how it goes, buddy. All right. So the Corvette is dropped off, and the next time you see that thing, it will be making some massive power. But we're gonna end the video here for today. Troy and I are late for an important meeting. We gotta get going.
Yeah.
Troy, do you have anything to say?
Hi.
We're about to get molested by Pennsylvania rush hour traffic. But
Yeah.
anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.
Healthy, dude. Healthy.
For Snickers, we're so healthy with our snacks.
Super healthy.
I have the The Mega Chiller smoothie. Where are you going?
I gotta go out to the light, I think.